Welcome everybody to Funeral Nation episode 71. Jeff, the Funeral Commander Harbison. I am Ryan Thogmartin, and this is the last episode before the big ICCFA convention next week. So when you see this, we will probably already be in Tennessee.
I'm ready to roll for that. I think we're going to put this one out Monday. So this is going to be a big week next week. We get to be together and see all of our friends.
Woo! They don't know what's going to hit them.
Yeah, you'll be at the campfire and I'll be at the cigar lounge over there off the Church Street.
There you go. So we got a great title sponsor for this episode again. Who is it?
Oh, it's our friends at the Fast Funding Group with C&J American. Those guys are fantastic in the Fast Funding Center. Roll their promo.
Hi, I'm Brad Speaks from Speaks Funeral Home in Independence, Missouri. We've used a number of companies to help us with our insurance assignments, and C&J Financial is really heads and shoulders above what we've been used to in the past. Several reasons why I think they do such a great job for us. They pay quickly, so our cash flow is much improved, and instead of taking maybe months to get paid, we typically receive our payment within a day or two. Their website is customer friendly, and they've got technological tools that make it easy for our staff to accomplish their work. They do their investigating before they dive in with a bunch of questions so that they know what they're talking about and are very knowledgeable. They're easy to work with. The people are nice, very pleasant, which is important, but they also have a working knowledge of our business and all of the ins and outs of the transactions, and that's important. For what they do, their fee is very reasonable, and it's hard to imagine how we did this on our own without them, but we couldn't be more pleased with the way that they treat us.
Fantastic. Can't say enough good stuff about the Fast Funding Group. Thank you for sponsoring and being a huge supporter of Funeral Nation. All right, Jeff, what do we got coming up on episode 71?
This is a big show, and people, you need to pay attention here. See, the phone's ringing when I'm talking. You need to pay attention. Bottom line is we're going to have an attorney here with a funeral industry class action lawsuit.
Big deal.
You need to stay tuned. All right. You don't want to miss this one today. Our spotlight's going to be in Virginia for funeral director. And the WTF is a new embalming cocktail. You know, I like those. So what's our buzz this week, bro?
You know, Jeff, I think the buzz just needs to be one, this lawsuit that we're breaking news on today, and two, the ICCFA is upcoming. Like, this is the second largest convention of the year, and it's one where a lot of business is made for companies to support them the rest of the year. So it's a big deal. The crowd each year is getting bigger. The quality of funeral director that's coming is increasing every year. You know, for me and what we do at Disrupt, this is one of the conventions where we get to get more face-to-face time with owners and decision makers than really any other time of the year. So it's a pretty big deal for a lot of companies.
I agree with you. And it's fun because we all get together, right? It's where we can have 2 or 3 days of not only sharing stuff, there's educational opportunities. It's where we can all gather at one spot. We get to do that a couple times a year. So that's fun.
It's good stuff.
Hey, look, speaking of good stuff, this is sponsored by this segment by aftercare.com and Ellery. And by the way, he wrote a great article that everybody needs to take a look at of things you should outsource. But roll Ellery and aftercare.com for us.
Are you a funeral director who just can't find time to follow up with your families? We all know how important aftercare is, but meeting with families and running a funeral home doesn't leave much time for anything else. The Aftercare Card Program is an automated program that sends out 4 cards plus a survey to your families during the first year following a loss. You simply go to aftercare.com and enroll your family and you're done. It literally takes about a minute and the cost is only $20 per family. Visit aftercare.com today to learn more and get a free sample.
Ryan, a question you for the More You Know Minute. This comes from Bill in Florida. He says he sees obits on LinkedIn. Good idea, bad idea?
Absolutely terrible idea. Look, LinkedIn is not a B2C play whatsoever. It is definitely B2B, business to business. It's a business platform. Obituaries make 0 sense to put on LinkedIn unless like your business and the CEO passes away, well known, and you link to an obituary. But for a funeral home to be engaging on LinkedIn and putting out obituaries makes goose egg 0 cents. Zero.
I know.
Don't do
It
it.
actually makes you look silly to everybody else
Oh
that are
man,
real business people out there.
ridiculous.
You know?
Ridiculous. But
Yeah.
we don't have enough time to talk about all the ridiculous marketing initiatives that funeral homes partake in.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, if they're not using social media and you, they lose, right?
I think so.
All right. So, look, our guest today is going to be Chris Farmer, the Farmer Law Firm. Please pay attention to this, everybody out here. Let's roll that interview. Chris, welcome to the Funeral Nation TV show.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Good to have you. Please tell us a little about yourself and what you do in the funeral profession.
Sure. Yeah, I've been practicing for about 15 years and dedicated my entire practice to funeral service. When I was a baby lawyer, I got to know the industry and just loved it. It was great. You know, good people doing good work, and every case is interesting, and the work's very rewarding. Just like everybody out there that's serving families, I'm here serving funeral service. So I try to be the outside corporate counsel for all those small and medium-sized businesses that have the same risks as someone like SCI, but just doesn't have the budget to be able to have a legal department. So that's what I do.
Cool.
Excellent. Chris, because of your legal expertise, you've been involved in a class action lawsuit. Can you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, you know, I've had clients from the beginning of my career calling me, asking me about Stericycle, saying, "Man, this contract is killing me. They want to charge me half the contract price just to get out of it. It renewed before it ended, and then the big one is my fees, my costs keep jumping through the roof." And they've always asked me, what can I do to help to fight this? And I said, look, I'm happy to fight it for you. They want $4 or $5 grand to get out of the contract, and I'm telling you, it's going to cost you more than that to bring suit against them. And it's always been a matter of just kind of cutting losses and getting out of the contract with minimal fees. But it's always something that I get a call about once every 2 or 3 months about them. And then I started looking into the possibility of bringing a class action against them because they treat everybody the same way. There was a whistleblower lawsuit that came out about 3 or 4 years ago where Stericycle was servicing federal government entities, medical institutions and health departments, and they were charging an automatic 18% price increase that was pre-coded into their computer system.
Wow.
That's even better than the casket companies.
They say in the contract, hey, your prices may go up over the term of the contract, but they know that every 6 to 12 months, it's automatically going to go up 18%.
Wow.
And so there was a whistleblower suit. I think it ended up, I'm not exactly sure what the numbers were, but I think it was about $100 million that was paid out to different governmental entities and the whistleblower on that one. And then now we're getting there's a private suit, and the class was certified about a month ago, and it includes all of Stericycle's private clients. And it talks about medical institutions and doctors' offices and dental offices, but it doesn't mention funeral service. Knowing that funeral service businesses have been getting taken advantage of by Stericycle for years, I saw this as an opportunity to step up and try to rally the industry together and bring claims against Stericycle on behalf of our businesses.
Wow. So what would it mean? Let's say I sign up my funeral home. What would it mean financially for me to become involved with this litigation?
Sure. Well, this is a straight contingency deal, so nothing comes out of your pocket. I know funeral directors love to hear that. That's their favorite. Free is their favorite thing to hear. So, they sign up, and I get all of their billing and correspondence and payment records and go back and see what kind of claim they have. And then we have an opportunity to opt out of the class and bring everybody together and bring claims against Stericycle to hopefully get it resolved more quickly and at a better deal than just being pulled in with everybody else in the world. And Stericycle is a huge company. They have a $7 billion market capitalization. That's bigger than SCI.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's more than all my cigar collection. Yeah, that's huge. I mean, we're kind of breaking this news, to the industry here, and we certainly want to be a part of helping that because I think this is something that needs to be brought attention to.
I've had people ask me to bring plaintiffs' cases against individual companies and here and there, suppliers. I just haven't had a good feeling about bringing claims against somebody in our industry. It's something that I didn't want to do it, even though they're bad actors and they shouldn't be practicing. I just didn't want to have that on me. You know, something I feel like I'm an advocate for the industry, but this is a different opportunity. This is an opportunity to stand up and protect the industry as a whole against somebody. The industry as a whole against somebody outside, and I couldn't pass it off.
Agreed.
Well, great, Chris. Thanks for sharing that with us. This is where we get into our lightning round questions. I'm going to fire about 4 or 5 questions at you. I need a quick response, short answer.
Okay.
Favorite movie?
Casablanca.
Biggest challenge in the funeral industry?
People that believe it should be done the way it's always been.
Celebrity crush?
Oh, that's a tough one. You know, the first thing that pops in my head, I gotta say, is a little bizarre, but I'm going with Martha Stewart.
Wow.
I wouldn't have said that, but go ahead. I thought it was going to be me, but Martha Stewart? I'm a better choice here.
This is lightning round.
Okay, all right.
Bless your heart.
Best city. Oh man, best city for a funeral convention.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Best city for a funeral convention.
Vegas is always fun, but I gotta go with New Orleans.
And exactly how tall are you?
I am 6'6".
Wow.
Well, that helps me lead into our finish and close here. I was going to ask you how people can find you. Certainly with your website, we'll post up here. Certainly on Facebook. Certainly they're going to see some stuff from us here. But you'll be some stuff from us here. But you'll be FA in Nashville next week. All they got to do is look around.
Tall, goofy guy, and you'll be able to find me.
You know, Ryan, it may be interesting because this organization is actually at the show. They have a booth. How cool would it be to interview him right in front?
Yeah, be all right.
Hey, I'm just saying, I'm a creative guy.
You got to watch his back.
I'm a creative guy. Yeah, we got that covered. Yeah, we got that covered.
Hey, it's a company out of Chicago. You know, they.
Yeah, well, if you have Martha Stewart there, she can knit you some bulletproof vest or something. That's weird, but anyway, I love you like a play cousin.
Dog, so you know.
Hey man, thank you. We're going to help you along with this from the Funeral Nation and folks out there. This is important. This is good for the industry. We should be taking We should be taking Chris as a straight up, really tall, drink of water, good guy. So reach out to him. I think you'd be glad you did.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Take care.
A great interview segment. That's a big deal, Jeff. I mean, this is a huge deal. I'm surprised that we're just now hearing about it, but I'm glad that we're able to break the news here on Funeral Nation because we are a legitimate news source that is really bringing the forefront of what's happening in the profession to the masses. So interview segment was brought to us by our friends at Sitch Caskets. Let's roll that promo. And this one's going to be centered on something they're doing for the entire rest of the year, giving away a free casket. So big deal. Pay attention.
Wow.
Hey, FNers, got a brand new special from our sponsor, Sitch Casket. In China, it's the year of the rooster. In the United States, the Sitch has declared it the year of the funeral director. So to celebrate, they're going to be giving away a free casket starting in April every month for the remainder of the year. No entry fee. It's open to all funeral homes and their employees, so your entire staff can register to win. You go to sitchcasket.com or rethinkyourcaskets.com/year-FD to enter to win. You only need to enter one time, and you'll be in the drawing every month. Each month, they're going to be drawing a free casket model from their line. It's going to be really huge and exciting, so make sure you celebrate with Sitch. Go to sitchcasket.com to enter. And if you're going to be at ICCFA in Nashville, make sure you stop by the Sitch booth. It's going to be something like we've never seen before, and at the end of the day, it's something we should expect from a disruptor like Sitch.
Ryan, as you know, we like to share positive stories about the funeral industry and professionals that are doing something special and really putting a positive spin on our profession and their community. This week, we go to Lynchburg, Virginia, where veteran funeral director and veteran Patrick Hubble, along with the Tharp Funeral Home and Crematory team, did something really special there in Lynchburg, Virginia. They had a person that died, Sidney Randall Skeeter, who had no immediate family that they could find. So they found some extended family They got together with other fellow veterans and created a wonderful ceremony. This man was awarded a Purple Heart. He was a Vietnam vet and served our country. And unfortunately, he just didn't have anyone that immediate that would care and take care for him, especially at the end. So anyway, my hat's off to Patrick Hubble and the THARP team there. And by the way, this veteran is also eligible to go to Arlington Cemetery. So think about that. Guy served our country. No one left for him. People come together, and now he could be in a place of honor.
It's a big deal.
Thank you guys out there. Patrick, my salute. I know him personally. He's a great guy.
That's excellent. Jeff, you do a great job finding these amazing spotlights each week, and we're getting even more people sending in spotlights, letting us know of funeral directors that are just reaching out and doing great things in their community that otherwise would go unnoticed, and they're the real heroes. So this is one of my favorite segments, being able to have you highlight somebody in the profession that's really making a difference. So our spotlight segment today is brought to us by the great folks at Pierce Chemical, and I know Pierce is doing a big thing at ICCFA to really celebrate the 50-year anniversary of the Duotronic embalming machine, one of the staple icons of our profession. And we had Lance on last week, so let's roll that promo.
Pierce is an embalmer's choice for fluids and over 1,800 different prep room supplies in stock. Visit us at piercechemical.com to learn more about Pierce.
All right, sir. This is where we move into our WTF segment. And you mentioned it earlier. This is a new spin on a embalming concoction. But this could go freaking terribly wrong.
Hey, you know what? It's a cocktail. I kind of look at it. Fireball's got something going on there. I'm not sure if you'd light a match around them. I guess this is flammable. But, I think this would probably be better phrased as this is what these embalmers need after having a hard day.
Yeah,
Just a shot of Fireball.
is that actual Fireball in there, or is that actual embalming fluid in a Fireball bottle?
I don't know, but it has duct tape on it. I got it off the internet from somebody, so it has to be for real.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right. So, what the funeral? If you saw that in the bombing room, for sure. All right, Jeff. WTF segment is brought to us by the great people at United Community Bank and our friend Alan Mulligan. Let's roll Alan's promo.
Shifting trends in family choices. Expanding corporate ownership, rising costs. The funeral and death care industry is changing with each new year. At United Community Bank, our team of funeral and death care lending specialists understand the need for capital, for acquisitions, expansions, renovations, equipment upgrades, and more. And we make the loan application process as quick and easy as possible.
We really are a community bank at heart, and we really are the bank that service built. We do have many products that are specifically designed for small business, and that really is a big focus of the bank. And that's an area that we want to continue to focus on, that we bring these unique solutions to small businesses.
United Community Bank has the industry knowledge, resources, and the team in place to help make your goals a reality.
Well, sir, the next time I lay eyes on that pretty tan face of yours, we will be in Nashville, Tennessee for the ICCFA convention. I'm super psyched about the convention this year. I don't know why I'm more amped this year than before. It could be the anxiety I have about pulling our fifth wheel travel trailer down to Nashville. I'm much more of a Hilton guy, so this could be interesting, but family's coming, so it'll be a good time. But make sure you stop by the Foresight Company booth and you stop by the Disrupt Media booth. Jeff, what's your guys' booth number going to be?
1149. And plus, you'll see me. I might be able to stand out in the crowd,
maybe,
with some of my outfits. So why fit in when you can stand out?
I don't doubt it. So, all right, brother. Appreciate you. Effin Nation, thank you. Make sure you're sharing this video each week. I mean, we really appreciate it when you share the content. Engage with us. If you got any suggestions for the show, love it or hate it, we want to hear it from you. So make sure you reach out to us through our social media channels. Until next time, Jeff, have a great
See you next week, brother.
All right, bye-bye.